stage. Photos can be ordered online. Information on how to order is in the package your students will receive following the ceremony. Please do not approach the stage to take a picture during the ceremony. Also, please silence your cell phones at this time. We do not want cell phones to ring while we are honoring our graduates. For the hearing impaired persons in the audience, would family members please direct their attention to our interpreters in front to my left. We ask that members of the audience remain seated for the processional. Doing so will enable everyone to see the graduates as they enter the gymnasium. When the final graduate reaches his or her seat, we ask that you stand to honor our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the Liberty High School class of 2022.
be seated. Please welcome our valedictorian, Skylar Owen, and our salutatorian, Elizabeth Stepter, to the podium.
Welcome, everyone. At this time, would the Liberty High School Chorus please come forward? The Liberty High School Chorus will lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
We ask that the audience remain standing following the national anthem for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remove your hats. Would the audience and graduates please rise?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Graduates and audience, please be seated. And good afternoon. I'm Ken Gauntz, principal of Liberty High School. Thank you all for joining us for this very special occasion this afternoon. At this time, I'd like to introduce the dignitaries seated on the stage with us. I ask that you stand as I announce your name and that the audience please hold their applause until all the guests have been introduced. Several special guests are here to share this momentous day. It is indeed a pleasure for us to have you here as we celebrate Liberty High School's commencement and the accomplishments of the class of 2022. Would you please stand to be recognized at this time? Dr. Stephen Lockard, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Aaron King, Director of High Schools. Delegate Haven Shoemaker, Commissioner Ed Rothstein, Commissioner Eric Boucher, Dr. Patricia Dorsey, Board of Education member, Mrs. Tara Battaglia, Board of Education member, Mrs. Megan Brown, Assistant Principal, Mr. Todd Hicks, Assistant Principal, Board of Education Student Representative Devanshi Mistry, SGA President Serena Lee, CCSGA President and Student Speaker Jamie Hahn, NHS President Grace Culver, Salutatorian Elizabeth Stedman, Valedictorian Skylar Owen, and Class President Caroline Bacon. I'd also like to welcome some guests that are seated either to my right or elsewhere throughout the gymnasium. To any guests from our central office who are here with us today, please stand. To any current or former county teachers, please stand. After 41 years, Liberty High School has a large alumni group. To any alumni of Liberty High School, please stand. I would be remiss if I did not specifically thank a few more individuals. With the 2022 class advisors, Ms. Petrano and Mrs. Trump, please stand. Thank you for doing a tremendous job over the last 4 years with our seniors. And finally, a special thank you to Mrs. Hodgkiss and Mr. Hicks, who were instrumental in the coordination of today's ceremony. Thank you so much. Another group of special adults here with us today are the faculty and staff of Liberty High School. The names of the faculty and staff are printed in your program. Some are in the VIP section to my right, while others are at other locations within the gymnasium. In addition, the teachers with senior advisors are seated at the ends of each row of students. They will be reading the names of the graduates in their advisory. Our teachers are a talented and dedicated group who have worked diligently over the last 4 years to prepare the students in this graduating class to be college and career ready. Faculty and staff, please stand. At this time, I'd like to recognize our retirees. She's not with us here this evening, but I'd like to recognize Ms. Sylvia Brown, our cafeteria manager, who spent the last 30 years at Liberty High School as our cafeteria manager and 37 total years with CCPS. Congratulations on your retirement, Ms. Brown. Ms. Sheila Green, 25 and a half years at Liberty, with 28 and a half years with CCPS as an instructional assistant. Congratulations on your retirement, Ms. Green. Marcia Hackett, 22 years at Liberty and with CCPS, 35 years overall teaching German. Congratulations, Ms. Hackett. Kelly Hamilton, school counselor, 16 years at Liberty, 20 years with the Carroll County Public Schools. Congratulations, Ms. Hamilton. Scott Ford, 22 years at Liberty and 38 years with CCPS teaching math. Congratulations, Mr. Ford. And Ms. Patty Reagan, 23 years at Liberty and with CCPS, 30 years overall teaching history. Congratulations. Thank you all for your service. You will be missed. Finally, I'd like to recognize the parents. Would the parents of our graduates please stand? Students seated before you. You have assisted with homework, provided transportation to and from school and school events, attended parent conferences, athletic events, and fine arts performances, and provided the love and attention that are so crucial for children to grow and mature into young adults. Thank you for sharing your students with us. Today we celebrate their achievement with you. I would now like to take this opportunity to highlight some of the many outstanding accomplishments of the class of 2022. 90 seniors reported being offered at least one scholarship. 51.4% of seniors going to school were offered a scholarship money with a total offer amount of $7.4 million. Approximately 64% of this class will be going to four-year schools, and another 28 will be going to two-year schools. So quite a few of our graduates going to college next year. 112 seniors satisfied requirements of state-approved completer programs at our school at Century through JROTC, or at the Career and Tech Center. Will our CTE career completers, our JROTC students, and our Career and Tech students please stand? Please be seated. Would Katie McCartney and Teresa Baccarino please stand? Katie won gold in the State Skills USA state competition in the field of print production, and Teresa won gold in the same competition in the field of video productions. Congratulations on gold medals. One student passed our CLEP management exam to earn college credit, and 12 students passed the Accounting 101 exam at the community college and received transcripted college credit. 49 students completed work-based internships through our Career Connections program. Will our student interns please stand? Students received the President's Award of Excellence. They are wearing pins to designate this honor. Would those students please stand? The criteria for this were the students who have achieved an unweighted 3.5 out of a 4.0 GPA and met one of the following scores on standardized assessments: SAT Math of 650 plus, SAT Writing and Reading of 650 plus, or an ACT Composite of 29 plus. Every year, the College Board recognizes students for outstanding performance on the PSAT. Less than 5% of students nationwide are selected as commended scholars. Liberty is proud to have 6 students who were selected as commended scholars this year. Will the following students please stand? Jack Fisher, Samuel Layton, Serena Lee, Devanshi Mystery, Elizabeth Stebner, and Ian Thorpe. Liberty High School is pleased to announce that we had one student who achieved a perfect score on all parts of the ACT exam. A very rare occurrence. Will Samuel Layton please stand and be recognized? The next group of students I'd like to recognize finished in the top 5% of the class of 2022 based upon weighted GPA. They're wearing gold cords in alphabetical order, and please stand as your name is read. Kara Bartolowitz, Jack Bishop, Jackson Brumbelow, Jolie Belts, Jamie Holland, John Hands, Layla Harrelson, Serena Lee, Jonathan Mateer, Grace Morgan, Skylar Owen, Vincent Shelberg, and Elizabeth Stebner, top 5%. We would like to honor our students who received a final grade of A in every course for which they received high school credit, including any dual enrollment classes and classes that were taken for high school credit while they were in middle school. We are proud to announce that 20 students in this class achieved that honor. For the following students with the perfect final transcript, please stand. Kara Bartolowitz, Jack Bishop, Gabrielle Blake, Grace Culver, Jack DeMola, Jolie Belts, Jamie Hahn, John Hands, Layla Harrelson, Maria Hoffman, Serena Lee, Katie Lewis, Jonathan Mateer, Nicholas Miller, Grace Morgan, Amy Roush, Elizabeth Stebner, Caitlin Zarko, Teresa Baccarino, and Hannah Sonheiser, straight A's for high school. Liberty High School has chapters of the following honor societies: National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Charlie M. Honor Society, and International Thespians Society. Will students who are members of one or more of those honor societies please stand? There were 156 seniors who took a total of 328 AP exams in 20 different content areas this past spring. Of these students, 33 students successfully completed 7 or more AP courses during their high school career, earning the Principal's Award for Academic Excellence. Would the following students please stand? Kaylee Jarbo, Devanshi Mystery, Skylar Owen, and Elizabeth Stedman. Devanshi completed 14 AP courses. Skylar, Kaylee, and Elizabeth each completed 12 AP courses. Congratulations. 88 students in the senior class successfully completed one or more dual enrollment classes either at Liberty or at Carroll Community College, earning both high school and college credit. Will our dual enrollment students please stand and be recognized? Good attendance in school is crucial for students to reach their fullest individual potential. For that reason, we are recognizing students for outstanding attendance. I'd like to specifically recognize graduates that had perfect attendance for multiple years. Will the following students please stand and remain standing? Shane Gray, Adam Kish, and Shane Norcus. Shane had perfect attendance in senior year. Adam, perfect attendance freshman, junior, and senior year. And Shane Gray, all 4 years of high school. Congratulations on this. Will Jordan Townsend please stand? Congratulations to Jordan. She has received an appointment to attend the U.S. Naval Academy. So stand back up, Jordan. So now we would like other graduates who have been accepted into one of the branches of the armed services to please stand and join George. Now I'd ask that these students be joined by members of the audience who have served or are currently serving in a branch of the armed forces. Would anybody in the audience who has or is serving please stand and be recognized? Students in the class of 2022 logged in more than 39,000 service hours for an average of 156 hours per senior, yet only 75 were required for graduation. I'd like to read in alphabetical order the top 10 exemplary service learning students. Please stand and remain standing until all the names have been read. Gavin Davies, Jack Demola, Jolie Phelps, Lily Hamworth, Serena Lee, Alexander Luck, Nicholas Miller, Devanshi Mistry, Lauren Mondor, and Emma Odette are our top 10 exemplary service learning students. Please be seated. I'd like to congratulate Lily Hamburger on earning the most service hours in the class with 1,185 hours. This time, I'm pleased to call Assistant Principal Mr. Todd Hicks to the podium to share the athletic accomplishments of the class of 2022. Mr. Hicks.
In athletics, the class of 2022 had a great deal of success. During the current school year, we won county championships in boys cross country, girls cross country, girls tennis, winter cheerleading, and baseball. We won regional championships in girls cross country, fall cheerleading, girls soccer, boys basketball, girls basketball, baseball, boys lacrosse, girls lacrosse, and tennis. Many individuals qualified for the state track and field, tennis, and wrestling championships. Ryan Oler, would you please stand? Ryan was the state wrestling champion in the 145-pound weight class. That's a tough weight class, one of the toughest in the state. Well done, Ryan. Would the senior members of either the 2021 or 2022 girls lacrosse state championship teams please stand? Congratulations to our girls lacrosse team. Congratulations to our girls lacrosse team on winning the 1A Girls State Championship 2 years in a row, 2021 and 2022. Would the senior members of our tennis team please stand? This past weekend, the tennis team won the 1A state championship. In addition, senior Maddie Haggerty was a member of the state champion girls doubles team. We are extremely proud of all of our student athletes and grateful for the outstanding participation level and leadership in all extracurricular activities. We extend our congratulations to our senior athletes and best wishes to all who have excelled and represented our school with outstanding performance, class, and sportsmanship. Thank you.
crowd will offer our accomplishments in the fine arts.
Good afternoon. In the performing arts, Liberty High School has continued its tradition of excellence with this graduating class. Will the members of our Lions Pride Marching Band please stand to be recognized? Our 2021 Region 5 Championships, that includes Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia, for Group 3 Open Class, with a score of 90.05 and awards for high music, visual, percussion, and color guard. They also took second place at Tournament of Bands Atlantic Coast Championships with a score of 94.85 after having won the championship, which had never been done before in Tournament of Band history, for the previous 2 years. In addition, Ms. Lindsay Zalecki, our 2021 scholarship recipient for all of Group 3 Open Class at the Atlantic Coast Championships, and our very own Rebecca Queen. Rebecca was recognized for being the best drum major for Region 5 Group 3 class, our Lions Pride Marching Band. You may be seated. Gracie Morgan and Nate Peterson, please stand. These two fine clarinetists are all state seniors who will be going on to major in music. Congratulations for all state seniors. Our vocal music program. For Liberty vocalists, it was another year of achievement. Will the members of the Liberty High School Chorus please stand? The Liberty High School Chorus scored second place with a superior rating at Hershey Park's Music in the Parks this May. Congratulations. Will Danielle Romanowski and Kylie Will please stand? These two students were selected to participate in the Maryland All-State Chorus this spring. Congratulations. On to our drama department. Will the senior members of the cast and crew of the fall play Clue and the spring musical Beauty and the Beast please stand? Successfully returning to the stage this year with live, in front of audience performances, these students produced 3 shows and 1 cabaret this year, including our fall play, Clue, our winter 1-act, The Script and Spoiler Alert, as well as our spring musical, Beauty and the Beast. Our students also attended the Maryland State Thespian Society, where students submitted work for individual adjudications and participated in master classes. Congratulations. students. This senior class has multiple students who excel in the visual arts. Among them are students whose work was juried in various locations across the state. Would Devin Elliott, Violet Cancro, Jamie Hahn, Kylie Jarbo, Kira Rasa, Logan Curtis, Caroline Bacon, Elise Shotwell, Kaya McCarthy, and Abby Jenkins please stand? Devin Elliott placed in the 2022 Maryland Congressional Art Competition, and her work will hang in Representative Jamie Raskin's office. Violet Cancro's work was juried into the Reginald F. Lewis Museum Student Art Show. Jamie Hahn, Haley Jarbo, and Kira Rasa had work juried into the MAEA Quarantine exhibit. Devin Elliott, Haley Jarbo, Jamie Hahn, Violet Cancro, Logan Curtis, Caroline Bacon, Elise Shotwell, and Kaya McCarthy have all had work juried into various congressional exhibitions. Jamie Hahn and Devin Elliott have had work juried into the prestigious National Art Honor Society Student Show. Abby Jenkins, Haley Jarbo, and Jamie Hahn were juried into the MAEA Maryland Makes Art exhibit. Congratulations to you all.
As you can see, our graduates are a very accomplished group, and I offer my congratulations to each of them for all of their many accomplishments. At the front of the stage is a memory bouquet of roses. It stands here to honor the memory of classmates, graduates, and other members of our extended Liberty family who we have lost over the years. Seniors, I'd like to take this opportunity to leave you with a message that you can take with you as you move on to the next chapter in your lives. Recent years have taught us, all of us, that we can't control everything that happens that affects our lives. In fact, this feeling of not being able to control things has taken its toll on people throughout this country and beyond our borders. That being said, it becomes increasingly important that as individuals, you focus on things that you can control. There are some important ones that each graduate should keep in mind. Each of you can control your effort. Always try your best. Prepare for opportunities so when they present themselves, you are ready. You might not get every job that you interview for, but go into the interview knowing that you have done everything that you could to be ready for it. Because remember, there may be someone else out there that wants that job, and they're also preparing. You can control your decision making, so make wise ones. You may have made a poor choice or two over 18 years. Try to avoid them in the future. Seek advice from people you trust, but remember, the decisions are yours to make. A simple thing that every one of you can do is to control how kind you are. Kindness often takes very little additional effort, but it does pay big dividends. When you're kind, others tend to want to see you succeed and are more willing to help you along the way. You are a very talented group of young adults with bright futures ahead. Focus on what you can control, and I'm confident that you'll find success in each of your lives. Congratulations, class of 2022. The tradition has been established that the student speaker for graduation is chosen from the students who have auditioned for this honor. and I'd like to invite Jamie Hahn to the podium to give the student speaker address.
Mom, you can start recording now. Good afternoon, bear with me here. Distinguished guests and representatives, Superintendent Lockard and Board of Education members, Principal Gantz, Assistant Principals Mrs. Brown and Mr. Hicks, teachers, family, friends, potential enemies, and fellow graduates of the class of 2022. I am truly honored to be the student speaker for commencement today. Our 4 years of high school have included extraordinary hardships, but we have conquered these trials and made it out the other side. I'd like to highlight this theme in my speech and begin by saying some of the most beautiful things are created through fire. When sand is exposed to high amounts of pressure and about 2,300 degrees of fire, a marble is formed. And likewise, nearly all of the elements in the human body were made in a hot star. The elements that flew around space coalesced to form our solar system, the Earth, and you. Your body is made up of about 40% stardust, and it was forged through fires of intense pressure, trials, and tribulations. In the beginning, our marbles start out looking pretty much the same. We all went from walking in strict, straight lines in kindergarten following our teachers to walking independently down the right side of the hallway. We shared advisories, classes, lunch periods, teachers, opinions about those classes and teachers. And together, we figured out how every class operates, why no one drinks from the water fountains at school, and how many people can speed down the hallway on rolling chairs before getting in trouble. Together, we figured out who knows the answers. We figured out who to work with in a group, where to park in the mornings, and how late you can leave the house before barely squeezing through the front doors. Yet, along with the things that we've learned, there are always more surprises. We're 17, 18 years old, and we might have plans for our colleges and careers, but none of us really knows what's next. Certainly, if we as a class have learned anything, it is to expect the unexpected just when you think you have everything figured out. And after we started to figure out who we were or who we weren't, we started to form uniquely. Some of us are magnetic, some of us are solid and opaque, some of us are clear and shinier than Mr. Hicks's head in this lighting. Some of us are red, some of us are green, not like Mr. Bird can tell the difference. And maybe some of us don't even know what we look like. We might have chips and cracks, and a lot of us share those cracks because we faced the same hardships together. We all have a large crack from the pandemic, and some of us have filled those cracks in with gold. Maybe we're barely glued together right now, but we're all still able to be rolled. Our knowledge is finite and temporary, and we may forget the things that we've learned, but we will remember the people who taught us something. An experience that starts to set us apart from all the other mortals that were. You will remember the people who were kind to you, who gave you a reason to keep rolling. Don't forget to thank them. All of our marbles have scars that unite us because of the things that we have faced together as a class, like witnessing the teacher dance at the pep rally. We didn't all come from the same elementary schools, and we're not going to the same places after today, but we're always going to share the fact that we were at this school at some point in our lives. You probably think about how you acted when you were in middle or elementary school and think, oh gosh, why did I do that? Why did I wear that? Why did we think we were cool for dabbing? And you might do the same thing when you look back at our high school memories, but that doesn't make it any less meaningful. I think it's more meaningful that we cherished our experiences for what they were in the moment, and that we can laugh at ourselves in the future. Like, guys, we nominated a bald guy for best hair, and he won. So whether you think it was fate or coincidence or just sheer luck, we are all here, blue cap and all, ready to receive our get out of jail free card. And we have made it far enough to be ready for the next chapter. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be all right if you keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I'll bet you'll want to. Everything will be all right if we just keep dancing like we're 22. You could have chosen anything different within the infinite possibilities that your life can go. You could have chosen the other infinite paths that would have forged your marble differently. Not playing soccer, not taking that class, not choosing that seat, not auditioning, not showing up to a marching band camp, not doing that one thing that brought you to where you are now. Whichever way your marbles rolled, they were shaped by that experience. You were shaped by that experience. We've been carved and we've been polished to become the people we are today. Maybe some of us are happy with who we are, and maybe some of us aren't there yet. But frankly, us, we're all unfinished anyway. The version of us that matters is who we want to become when we leave those doors. You were forged beautifully. Roll your marbles wisely.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, no, I won't be afraid, no, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Hey, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Yeah.
Thank you so much to Mrs. Larson and our Liberty High School chorus.
The next person I have the pleasure of introducing is our faculty speaker. The faculty speaker was chosen by the graduating class to honor them at today's graduation ceremony. This year's class has asked Ms. Elizabeth Schapp to speak this morning. It is my pleasure to invite Mrs. Schapp to the podium at this time.
All right, well, let me just get my phone out so that I can Wow, look at you. Finally fulfilling every student's dream of giving a blue slip to a teacher because their phone was out when it wasn't supposed to be. But you feel real good about yourself, don't you? Although, I have heard that you can turn these in for candy sometimes. So I'm just going to leave this here in case you get a little peckish later, probably somewhere around the ends, and we'll go see this brown cookie candy bar or something. At least that's what I've heard, so. Actually, I want you to know that I was really worried about how I was going to start this speech, because I just did not know how to do it, so I thought, I'll just pretend that this is my classroom, and I will treat this like any other class, which is actually going to be really hard because there is not a single Buffalo Bills thing in this room. Although you are all kind of in Buffalo Bills blues, that does help out a little bit for me. But if we could just imagine right there that that's my screen, and if we just close our eyes and think Josh Allen carrying a football, leaping over a Patriots fan. Wait, there we go. Yep. All right, we're good. Got it. Set the scene. Feel good about myself now. Grounded. So I'm going to start this class like I start any other class. So how was your weekend? Anyone do anything fun this weekend? Anything interesting? Anything school appropriate that they might like to share? Wow, it really is just like my class. Nobody did. Yes, Alan. You didn't get much sleep. Okay, well you'll have plenty of time to get some sleep. Yes, Shannon. You're graduating today. That is amazing. Congratulations. Oh, that is what, and Gavin. You're also graduating today. I love that. That is so good. I'm so proud of you all. Oh, I think a lot of you are actually today. That's really good. So, I will also tell you that I was shocked that you picked me to speak here today, and I'm honored. Because seriously, of all the teachers at Liberty High School that you could have chosen to stand up and teach you something one last time, while you sit there and don't pay attention to a single word I say. I mean, the honor, I can think of nothing higher. I spent 4 years telling you when things were due, and you could not remember, but you think that you will remember something I told you here today, even though I know that all you're thinking about is graduation parties, senior week, maybe college, I don't know, we'll see. Although I do know that at least one of you will come back to me in like a year or two and say, hey, Ms. Schapp, do you remember that time at graduation that you said blah, 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 just to prove me wrong? So I would like to thank you for that in advance. I'd also like to thank you, again, seriously, for making me your speaker. I take this job of senior selected speaker very seriously, and this speech is solely for the students of Liberty High School class of 2022. I have really worried that you will like this speech, and I sincerely hope that I do you proud, and that I live up to your expectations, but you did not give me a rubric, so I'm flying blind. I'd also like to thank all of you because after quite a few years of uncertainty and sacrifice and hardship, the class of 2022 reminded me why I do love teaching and why I've stayed all of these years. Some of it was also because I have a contract signed by my advisory that we made their freshman year, and it's stapled to my back wall, promising that I would not leave until this day came. But you also as a class reminded me as to why I love teaching so much. It was your joy and excitement of being back in the classroom that sparked new excitement in me. Your gratitude and kindness and thoughtfulness to your teachers and peers served as an example I followed, inspiring me to find more ways to show this same compassion. You also reminded me to look for more than this provincial life when I watched Beauty and the Beast and the other plays. I remembered my love of music every time I saw a chorus or band concert. You showed me that sports teams can win championships, as I got to celebrate your wins over the years. And you also showed me that you don't have to be a joiner, and that's okay. You reminded me that bouncy houses and wheelie chairs are fun, and that putting together puzzles at lunch is a great use of time. You You took me back to my younger days when with your Culture Fest, full of diversity, good food, and great people. You gave me book recommendations I loved, and taught me slang like period and mid. And thus, you reminded me that I am old, and I should never use the slang of the youth. I again want to thank you for being so kind to your teachers. The amount of meaningful words and kind gestures you gave to myself and to the other teachers here at the end of the year has meant more to us than we can ever express. I'd also like to thank you for the extra work that you assigned me that was this speech. The amount of unsolicited advice I got from students, coworkers, strangers I never even met, and my own father was unprecedented. As if I don't know how to speak to high school students as part of my daily job. And everyone kept telling me to tell you how successful you will be. How all the hopes and dreams and goals you have today are going to come true. Well, I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to tell you that because I'm not going to lie to you. The truth is, in fact, that many of you will not reach the dreams and goals that you have set forth for yourself today. Heck, some of you haven't even figured out what they are yet, and that's perfectly fine. And it's okay for you and for the others that think that they have it all figured out at 18. Because here's what you don't know. Your dreams don't fit you right now. You have not run into the people, you have not attended the schools, you have not attained the jobs that are going to lead you to accomplishments that you currently cannot fathom. The possibilities before you are so much more numerous, scary, challenging, beautiful, and wondrous than you can ever imagine. The adventures you will have, the stories you'll be able to share, you are not going to be able to predict. And that is a fantastic thing to look forward to. So I can't tell you your plans today are going to be successful and happen, because they will change. And if I can't do that, what can I do? Well, I guess give you words of wisdom on how to be successful, right? Although I am a teacher in Carroll County Public Schools, so I don't really know if I'm qualified to tell you how to be successful. But the more I thought of it, the more I realized that your teachers have set a great example. For instance, stay safe, sober, and abstinent, like Mr. Bengal. Be passionate about what you do and think, like Mr. Abarbanel. Demand nothing but the best for yourself and others, like Ms. Jason. Be caring, kind, and compassionate, like Ms. Latney Bowles. Remember the good times and every historical event that ever happened in your life and the price of gas, so that you too can one day tell future generations about the great burger cookie rationing of 1913, like Mr. Durkin can, in exquisite detail. Be friendly and always have time for others, like Mr. Romero. Be hardworking and dedicated, like Mr. Dippendahl. but please get more sleep. Have a curious and open mind like Miss Evans. Be cheerful and respectful like Miss Dean. Stay chill, calm, and cool like Mr. Davis. And adore and worship your friends like Mr. Furr does for Mr. Davis. Be brave and adventurous like Miss Kim. I would tell you to be like Mr. Hildebrand, but he's a Patriots fan, so I've got nothing. It's like I tell you on the first day of class we take a test for me. Nobody likes a cheater. Learn to cook. Learn to cook and always share that food like Mr. Dr. Young, who just today gave the science department a smoked spiral sliced ham and a cannoli cream cheesecake, and it was delicious. Be supportive and a cheerleader like Mr. Lester. Be all in like Miss Summers. And know how to steal the spotlight like Miss 16. And if you want to know what my secrets for success are, so that you too can one day have the honor of speaking at a graduation and having everybody tell you what to do and doing what you want anyway, then be these two things. First, be enthusiastically, unapologetically, and authentically yourself. Trust me, I know it can be hard. And sometimes when you're yourself, people are going to get mad and they're going to throw shade. But shade never made anybody less. But living for someone else has. I'm going to let you know about a truth that many people seem to forget, possibly never knew. The only person who gets the privilege to live your life from start to finish is yourself. So the only person who will ever have to live with and through your decisions is you. So you'd better make sure that they're truly yours. No matter how hard you try, no one will ever be as happy with the life that you live as you will be living it. So be who you want to be, love who you want to love, and do what you want to do. The people who love and accept you, like me, will be with you and support you no matter what. And the people that don't and walk away never truly mattered in the first place. And lastly, possibly most importantly, have an unreasonable, incomprehensive, and unshakable belief. Believe in yourself even when it's hard. Believe in others even when it's frustrating. And believe in the future even when it's bleak. Have the type of unexplainable belief that this 41-year-old Baltimore-born and raised woman has every fall, that this will be the season the Buffalo Bills win a Super Bowl. That is the kind of delusional belief that will get you through decades of disappointment. And you will need it at times in this life. I'm not going to lie to you. It appears that I've gone a bit over, so I will leave you how I leave every class. And I'm really excited because this time, when I do this, you will actually be looking at me when I say these words, instead of bolting out the door because the bell has rung. But it's also really sad because it's the last time I'll say them, because you will be leaving Liberty for good. So, goodbye! Goodbye, everyone! Goodbye! Have a great day! Have a wonderful life. Have a fantastic future. And I miss you already. Go Bills.
Will graduates please stand? It's with great pleasure and pride that I officially present the graduating class of 2022 of Liberty High School for the awarding of diplomas. The members of the Board of Education of Carroll County, Principal Gons, and myself certify that these graduates have successfully completed all the requirements for a Maryland High School diploma or certificate. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Congratulations, graduates, and now you may be seated.
will begin awarding diplomas to our students seated on stage. Class President, Caroline Victoria Bacon. Valedictorian, Skylar Rain Owen. Salutatorian, Elizabeth Rose Stepner. National Honor Society President, Grace Ellen Colbert. Carroll County Student Government Association President, Jamie Sodal Hahn. Board of Education Student Representative, Devanshi Vijay Kumar Mistry. And Student Government Association President, Serena Faith Lee. Batchmate Adi. Green Faiza Ahmed. Ibrahim David Akinbodi. Elise Lynn Allen. Colin Alex Avalanche. Jameson Frederick Arnold. Alan Khaled Ayub. Samuel Stephen Balzer. Samuel Mackenzie Barkman. Hayden Scott Bartlett. Kara Marie Bartolowitz. Julia Grace Bassett. Zoe Beth Batten. Grace Ann Beck. Matthew Austin Becker. Maddox Turner Vidal. Javier Agonai Beltran. Thomas Linwood Bennett III. Jenna Elizabeth Bernstein. Andrew Brandon Bayless. Jack Aldrich Bishop. Gabrielle Trinity Blake.
Amelia Maria Leha. Brandon Glasgow. Madeline Kenyon Leha. Byron Michael Levins. Wilson Tasha Vondertrup. Nicole Chu. Samuel Daniel Chung. William Joseph Connor IV.
Robert Trevor Combs. Alyssa Nicole Cotton. Zachary Douglas Crane. Gator Cruiser. Anna Rosalie Calder. Logan Curtis. Gavin Davies. Khalil Davis. Valerie Davis. Dominic Martin Day. Victoria Lee De La Cruz. Jack Bennett DeMola. Chase DeCoco. Paul Jaden Dietz. Jerry Trey Douglas. Julian Downey. Declan DeBell. Sophia Morgan Echeverria. Joshua Count Eccles.
Hunter Riley Benson. Jackson Keith Edwards. Evan Alexandra Elliott. Hayden Brown Ellis. Allie Marie Arago. Lucas Hayden Long. Eric Thomas Beck. Jolie May Bell. Shelby Foster. Luke Gabriel Fry. Lauren Lindsay Friedley. Ethan Cole George. Ashley Gazal. Joseph Dominic Class. Michael Ryan Fletcher. Nathan James Godfrey. Corey Sean Godfrey. Harrison Ross Goldberg.
Trisha Elizabeth Noonan. Ethan Steve Gordon. James Joseph Gray. Crystal Diana Fraser. Taylor Noel Fraser. Tyler Stephen Fraser. Nicholas Anthony Tiffany Griffin. Caitlin Noel Roach. Leah Morgan Goody. Madison Noel Haggerty. Don Joseph Hanson. Lily Maya Handler. Justin Christopher Haney. Derek Riley Hannon. Faith Noel Hannon. Nicola J. Harrelson. Taylor Allison Harris. Joshua Alexander Hyden.
Natalie Nicole Hatton. Ashton Ridge Hodges. Maria Rose Hoffman. Kyan Geneva Hogan. Lady Shannon Elizabeth Poe. Spencer Franklin Poe. Mitchell Eder Poe. Riley K. Poe. Casey Louise Houston. Mary K. Hudson. Stephanie Jeanette Izaguirre. Fabian Abe Arredondo. Haley I. Jarbo. Jesse Jaron Jason. Abigail Elizabeth Jenkins. Andrew James Johnson. Harrison Jones. Jordan Justiano Ramirez. Samuel Louis Kashima. Mohammed Abdullah Khan.
Minnick. Brianna Harris Moralia. Nkechia Elizabeth Maloku. Lauren Hartwell Conworth. Andrew Michael Mooney. Gracie Lynn Morgan. Shane Roger Morrison. Avery Elizabeth Marion Morse. Benjamin Peter Musser. Piper Lakshmi Nagaraj. Thomas Michael Nelson. Brian Hope Wynn. Carter Michael Nimerick. Shane Michael Norcus. Emma Bridget O'Day. Cassie Helene O'Hearn. Ryan Anthony O'Keefe.
Cassie O'Hearn.
Ryan Andrew Mueller. Camille Charity Olson. RJ Osteen. Abigail Jean Oscar. Richard Joseph Hayner. Aiden Carl Peacock. Nathan Peterson.
Charles Rodney Ritter. Freddie Lua, Ademoke Beluga. Danielle Trudy Romanowski. Devin Laban Ross. Kara Michelle Ruck. Kendall Olivia Sarver. Vincent Benjamin Shelburne. Ryan Michael Schlapp. Jackson George Schreiner. Jackson Reed Scobie. Haley Renee Seaton. David Hare Shaker. Greta Elaine Chambel. Amaya Michelle Shell. Elise Lynn Shopman. Hunter Scott Shout. David Jacob Sylvius. Matthew Bryce Lowkowski.
Heather Nicole Smith. Ryan Brent Smith. Lydia Marie Solis. Hutton David Steyer. Shane Thomas Stewart. Leah Elizabeth Stroud. Jacob John Simon. Benjamin Wayne Selecki. Lindsay Meg Selecki. Jacob Ramonding Zara. Aaron Carr. Sophia Rose Thomas. Mallory Lynn Thomas. Sydney Rose Ford. Jordan Amber Townsend. Regan Kendra Tracy.
Davis Lake Trump. Casey Thomas Tucker. Teresa Grace Vaccarino. Zachary Robert Wagner. Tyler Thomas Walters. Alexis Jordan Ford. Abigail Ruth Warner. Colin Dean Wheatson. Kylie Marie Will. Michael Williams. Jackson Blake Wright. Alyssa Claire Young. Logan Nicholas Young. Leigh Amarut Yusuf. Hannah Marie Zahneisen.
graduation, bro. I went to graduation.